Hi there, I'm Angela and this is Friday Sews. Welcome to Just Me and My Fabric, or welcome back. Thanks for stopping in. Today is Friday Sews, and a big shout out to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, who's the creator of the hashtag Friday Sews. So this is where we chat about how our week went, what projects we worked on, what our plans are, life in general. So it's kind of just a nice way to wrap up the week, and I'm so glad that you're here. If you're catching this on the premiere, I'm so glad that you dropped in. I'll be hanging out in the chat, so let's have a little bit of fun on this Friday evening, or maybe even Saturday morning, depending on where you live. Either way, I'm so glad that you're here. Let's chat and have some fun. And how did your sewing week go, and how did life go for you in the past week? As for me, sewing wise, it was pretty quiet. My work week was a little heavier than normal, so I worked more days than I normally do. So I didn't get too much sewing done. I did finish up a dress, and I'll put a link to the pattern review and the video reveal that I did for that project. It was McCall's M7999. I was really happy with the way that turned out, and also wanted to say thank you to so many of you who left such sweet comments. I was a little self-conscious about the way the dress fit because it was so form-fitting, and I really appreciated all the nice things that you guys had to say, so thank you for that. And I did start a new project. This is a collab that I'm doing with Pam from MadebyPAM. I'll put a link to her channel below. We are doing, for the month of April, Simplicity S8843. I'll pop a little picture of that pattern in here. And when I say that I got started on it, that's like kind of a strong word. Essentially, I ironed my fabric and laid it out and laid the pattern pieces out partially. That's because my work week was a little bit heavier than normal. Pam, if you're watching this, don't worry. I will catch up. I know you're so way ahead. I'll get there. And I'm really excited about this project. I'm excited to try something that's going to be a little bit of a sewing challenge for me. And I'm also excited to hopefully end up with a really cute jacket at the end of it. The only jackets that I currently have, other than my heavy winter coat, they're just fleece jackets. Either I've bought them or you get them free here or there, like giveaways and things. And I love a good fleece jacket, but it'll be nice to have something that's a little more tailored and that looks maybe a little bit nicer. So yeah, keep you guys posted on that. And then also I have been in my downtime, or when I've been working on other things around the house, I'll have YouTube playing in the background, either on my phone or on my laptop. And I've been seeing a lot of really good new, or maybe new to me, sewing channels. And I thought it could be really fun to pick one each week and feature that channel on Friday Sew. So yeah, if that's something you guys might find interesting, let's go ahead and start that today. So the one that I wanted to share with you today, I just found her channel this week, and her channel is called Dizzy Quilts and Sews, and her name is Izzy, and she's based in Canada. And it looks like it's a relatively new channel. From what I can tell, she has like just a little bit shy of 20 videos so far, and I'm thinking maybe she started her channel a couple months ago. I've really been enjoying her videos, and I haven't like binged them all yet, but I have watched a couple of the more recent ones, and we've commented back and forth with each other a few times. And she seems like so nice, and I love her nice, easy way of speaking. Very pleasant to listen to, so I'm really enjoying watching those videos. As the name of her channel implies, she does do sewing and quilting, and her channel features fabric hauls, pattern reviews. She has done some Friday sews and also done some project updates for her own projects and shown some of her makes. And I really enjoyed her most recent video, or one of her most recent videos, where she did her reveal of her So Frugal 22 project. So yeah, I'll put a link to her channel, so if you guys are inclined, go check her out. I think if you like my channel, I feel like you'll probably like her channel as well. And that's about all that I did or looked at or anything regarding sewing. this past week, although it looks like McCall's are on sale for $1.99 at Joann's this weekend. And I'm thinking, I can't remember how long that runs. I think at least through tomorrow and maybe through Sunday, but don't quote me on that. If you're interested, I highly suggest that you go to Joann's website and take a look at their sales flyer, so you don't go there and then the sale's over. But I'm pretty sure it runs at least through Saturday. So I'm hoping to head up there and get some patterns. There's a few McCalls that I wanted to pick up. And if I have success, then I'll have like a pattern haul to share with you guys next week. As for what's coming up next on the channel, next week I'll be talking about my April sewing plans, most of which will probably be taken up with making that simplicity jacket with Pam. And I do have some other thoughts, like if I'm able to get that done and there's still a little bit of time left in the month, that I could at least start on the next thing or two. So I'm trying to still work that out, but I have a couple of ideas. So I'll share that with you guys. And then I hope to have a pattern haul to share with you if I'm able to make that McCall's sale. So I hope you'll tune back in for that. So regarding life in general, there are a few updates there. If you've seen it before in one of my videos, I do a fairly large vegetable garden every year. So right now in our area, it's still too cold for most things to go outside permanently, although I'm starting to try to acclimate my seedlings to the weather when we have the nicer days where it's in the 50s Fahrenheit or above. Now the exception to that are the cabbages and onions, and they like the cooler weather, so they're pretty much staying outside around the clock. I haven't gotten them in the ground yet, but they're in their trays and they're just kind of sitting on the porch. This is the time of year when my porch is like overrun with seedlings and seed trays. So I'll pop in a few pictures to show you those. Also, I have a lot of pepper seedlings and tomato seedlings, and those definitely need the warmer temperature. So I put them out if the days are in the higher temperatures, as I mentioned, but they definitely cannot stay out overnight yet. It's way too cold at night for them, but they're growing, and right now I'm in the process of getting them up potted into like the bigger 3-inch or 4-inch containers, because a lot of them are still in their little cell packs, and they need room for the roots to grow and expand and help the plant flourish, because they're going to be sitting in those little pots until about mid-May, depending on how the weather goes. We usually in our area can't start putting the frost tender plants out until mid-May. So they still have a while to go inside. So I'm getting them up to bigger containers so they can be nice and comfy. And one other thing that I've been kind of obsessed with this week is trying to bleach some drop cloth curtains. So we redid our bedroom in 2020. That was also the year that we had our flooring replaced. So I kind of took that as a chance to make some updates to some of the rooms in the house. Primarily our bedroom that got the most changes. We got a new headboard, a footboard, and a new rug, and new ceiling fan, like the whole nine works, except the only furniture that we replaced was the headboard and footboard. We didn't get like new nightstands or dressers or anything like that. So one of the changes was that I changed out our curtains in that room and used drop cloths for curtains. I've seen those on Pinterest and on people's blogs online, and I love the way they look. And so most of the time drop cloths straight out of the package are just like a bland kind of beige color, and which could work if maybe the color of your walls is like a darker color and it might go with the beige. But the color of our bedroom walls is sort of a cream color, so the beige just kind of blends right in, and I really wanted them to be like a brighter white. I love the thick, rough texture of the drop cloths. So I was hoping to keep using those and maybe just bleach them. And I know a lot of people online are bleaching theirs and getting them to a nice like bright white color. So I tried that, and it did lighten them a few shades, but they're by far not white like, you know, these doors are white, which is kind of what I was shooting for, so they would like really pop, you know, against the cream colored walls. And actually the walls in the bedroom are the same color as the walls in my sewing room here. We did like all the bedrooms, including the spare room, which is my sewing room, in that same color. So you can see how nicely like white pops against that color, but I haven't been able to get those drop cloths to that nice white color yet. And I did let them soak for like a long time in the bleach water. So I'm thinking maybe I didn't use a high enough concentration of bleach. But at this point, I feel like I've put so much time into this already, like hours of soaking. And then there's the mess of like the cleanup. So being careful not to splash bleach water on everything. So what I think I will end up doing is getting some curtains that I saw at IKEA. And I will pop a picture of those into this video here. And I think they're called the Lenda curtain, Lenda. And I'll also put a link to those in the description box. But they come in, I think, like a 98-inch length, so you can shorten them if you need to, or if you want that nice little like overhang, like a little ruffle along the top of the curtain, there's enough length that you can fold it over and do that. So yeah, I think next payday, that's what I'll be at IKEA. I've given up on the drop cloth. Unless you guys have any good tips, then I won't give up. I'll save my money and keep trying with the bleach. So if you know any secrets to that, please leave comments below. I'd appreciate it. And then the only other thing that we have done this week is I did get a new patio set, and I've been saving for this and holding off because I couldn't find just the right one or just the right one at my price point. And I was in the like discount department store called Meijer this week. It's kind of like a Target, in between a Target and a Walmart. I kind of think of it. I don't know if you guys have Meijer, but they had some patio furniture out. And all I was really looking for was a couple of chairs and like a little small table to go in between them. And what I wanted them for is to go on the porch of our garden shed. So I spend a lot of time outdoors during the summer and into the fall when the weather's nicer. And I like to sit on my shed porch. And what I've been using until now was just like a little fold out canvas camp chair, which is fine. It does the trick, but I keep having this vision of a nice little chair and table set out there. And I was having trouble finding just the right thing at the right price, and I finally found it. And so it came a couple of days ago, and it's still in the box. We need to assemble everything, but they did have the setup in Meijer, like for display that you could sit in and try it out. And I really loved it, and it's very comfortable, which is good because I spend a lot of time outdoors. Most of the time when I'm outdoors, I'm actually working in the garden. And sometimes I do like to just sit and look at the garden, like look at the flowers, watch my vegetables grow, so to speak, or just sit and chill on a nice sunny day, or sit out there and listen to a podcast or read. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm very lucky that my husband loves to assemble things, whether it's IKEA furniture or any other type of furniture or installations of anything. He just has like such a knack for it. Like whether it's like installing the microwave on the wall or dishwasher. He loves installation and assembly. That's not what he does for a living. He's in IT. But he just has a knack. Like most of the time, he doesn't even like look at directions. He just like has an intuitive like feel for how things go together. And he always says that I can thank his dad for that. So I don't think his dad watches my videos, but Tom, if you're watching, thank you. And he talks about how when he was younger, all the things that he would take apart, like whether it's like toys or later on electronics, and like spending his like youth like just taking things apart to find out how they work. And that paid off. Now he has this like great skill. So yeah, I am very appreciative of that. And I think that's really all I had to share with you guys. I hope that you had a good week. I hope that you got some sewing in, and maybe the weather's getting a little bit nicer where you are. Or for the Southern Hemisphere friends, I guess you guys are in fall right now, soon to be heading into winter. So I hope you're having a nice fall. And as always, I greatly appreciate you guys hanging out with me and watching my videos. And if you feel inclined to leave a comment, please do, because this channel is much more fun when there's like a two-way interaction. I love the comments and getting a chance to get to know all of you a little bit better. And until next time, bye.